I think one of the great things about the Shivering Songs Festival, and certainly testament to them choosing this year to really celebrate New Brunswick, is think of the musical richness that we have here in the province. I mean, we've seen two examples, and there are dozens, if not hundreds of them, and we're so lucky. So thank you again for supporting local and regional music. I mean, that is what's so important, and it helps groups like this sort of emerge, and thank you so much for what you do. It's great.
So the idea originally was to have almost like a mini festival built around the release of an album that we were putting out. So that year it was our band, the Olympic Symphonium, and Catherine McClellan and Isaac and Blewett, I think was sort of the inaugural. And it just sort of went from there. That's how it was sort of started, and we realized there might be sort of an opportunity to do it again, and that's sort of how it got rolling.
Well, basically, I think the guiding principle for it is to put people in situations, you know, whether it's going into a building they've never been in the city that they lived in for a long time, or seeing a style of music or a band perform, or, you know, something different altogether, kind of keeping people on their toes at all times.
Yeah, it's quite important for us to be diverse and not be just a music festival. We all like all sorts of different art, and our friends are all different types of artists, so we want to involve them as much as possible. So whether that's music or theater or comedy or literature, or having John LaRue speak about architecture in Fredericton and bring people around a walking tour to see different spaces, to just appreciate the city.
My name is Johnny LaRue, and it is my pleasure to welcome you here to the Beaverbrook Art Gallery. I'm the curator here at the Beaverbrook, and it's 10 years of Shivering Songs, in my favorite festival certainly of the winter, and a time for us to collectively come together and honor the great ability of Fredericton to host cultural events and to come together to celebrate music. And this year, the 10th anniversary of Shivering Songs, it's all New Brunswick. So give it up for New Brunswick. Give it up for yourself. That's right.
That's kind of a big part of it too, is just using the spaces in the city that aren't often or always used, and showcasing those to the public and putting music in there where it might not normally be.
Going forward, we like the size of the festival. Things are going to grow in certain ways, but we don't really ever expect to be much bigger than we are. And I think that's probably, you know, funny enough, I'm pretty sure that's what Harvest said when they were 10 years in, and you know, and they continue to grow and grow. I think because of the time of year, like it is the idea that we try to go into unique spaces, we try to be in intimate settings as much as possible. Now, Snow Dome is not intimate by any means, but it's cool, and it has some vibe to it.
That was all Penelope's doing. She just had this grand idea for a Snow Dome. I don't know where she saw it, and her and Zach kind of worked hard on getting it, and the whole time it was always like, oh, we can't make this happen. And then the next week it'd be like, oh, I think the Snow Dome can happen. So it was this dream, and now it is realized. And I think everybody's pumped about it, so we'll probably be doing it every year.
Going forward, we just want to keep programming stuff that we're interested in, that we want to introduce people to. We want to mix things up for people. And yeah, we want to we work as a team, and if we're having fun, then we'll keep doing it.